Links. There's new Tampa, and we're going to talk some NBA Finals.
Before we get to that,
yeah,
Mark Jackson got hired
as a new head coach of the Golden State Warriors. Good for him.
He's been trying to get a head coaching job for like 5 years now.
I think he'd be a good head coach.
Well, I know he
point guard.
He applied for the Knicks job a couple years ago, didn't get it.
He does the dance.
He applied at a couple other jobs. But I guess the Warriors said that they're trying to get an assistant coach from the Hornets. Oh, did they? All right. Mr. Irvin Smiley has told me that they did get him.
Thank you, Irvin Smiley.
They're trying to basically surround him with the best coaching staff they can get.
Right.
Plus,
it's a good move.
Plus, they're trying to compete with whatever coaching staff Mike Brown's trying to put together.
Sure.
So,
it's a good idea because he's going to be head coach wet behind the ears. But, like I said, point guard, floor general, sees the court. That can usually progress into being a somewhat decent coach.
Yes. Now let's dive into the finals.
Head first.
The Heat are up 2-1.
Yeah, Game 4 is going on as we speak in Dallas. 8 minutes, 20 seconds into the first quarter. It's 6-2 Dallas. Miami's got the ball, and Wade Bosh just scored.
Okay.
So, 6-4.
It's been a good series like everyone expected.
I feel so bad for Dirk.
Yeah, in the two losses, no one else has showed up.
A lot of their wins, they rely on their bench.
And their bench has done crap.
Terry, like we said last week, he used to be a dude that on any given night could put up 30, no problem. But
and at the same time, it's not every day you have LeBron James guarding you.
That's true.
But, and he even said, he's like, give me those shots that I missed in Game 3 over again. I'll hit them 99% of the time.
And it's true.
And I know he would.
It's true.
And it's, like I said, it's been a great series. I still think that the Heat will end up winning it. I claim it's going to go 7. Everyone tells me I'm crazy. But
I think 6. I honestly think, every game, even though they're close, I think just Miami's got way too many weapons. They look a lot more athletic, but
they don't know how to. At the end of the day, they're a lot younger.
They don't know how to hold a league for shit, though.
No, and LeBron, he has kind of disappeared in the fourth quarter of these games.
He's lucky that Wade is going bananas right now because, like I said, they do not know how to hold a lead. They honestly should have won Game 3 by about 20 points, but they fell asleep in the late third and fourth quarter.
I don't know if they don't know how to. In Game 2, I think they just got too cocky. They were just taking shots from God knows where on the court. Game 3, I was talking to Cheese about it. I didn't get to really watch it because I was at work, but
it was the same thing. Poor shot selection, lapses on defense,
and that's never good.
Giving up a lot of fast break points. But they rallied. Like I said, Wade went nuts. Another 30-plus point game. They're just gonna ride that horse right now. Speaking of which, Wade just tied the game up at 8.
And I'm not gonna get into it right now, but Cheese and I were discussing how he thought that the refs were making calls against the Heat to get the Mavericks back in. I respectfully disagreed.
You don't have to do it respectfully.
And it's something we'll talk about next week. I just, my thing is, if the refs were trying to give the Mavericks the game, they could have done it at the end of the game when Dirk missed the shot.
That's true.
If you're trying to give
there was a little bit of contact, not much, but there was a little bit of contact. I'll give them that. My big gripe is, I don't like the way these. I wouldn't say these players. It's just Wade. It's along the adage: if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Right.
But the way he flopped, it's basically the one play I saw in Game 3. The way he flopped just irritated me so much. I was like, really? Like, is that really?
This is true.
Is that really how we're gonna play?
Honestly,
are we gonna turn basketball into soccer? Because if that's the case, no one's gonna watch.
You know what I really hate, and they really need to get rid of is
the Paul Pierce foul.
Yes.
Oh, Paul Pierce.
Jason Kidd got a couple of those.
But that's the thing. They've let Paul Pierce get away with it for so long. all these other players are doing it now.
And it's cheap.
And actually, I think Reggie Miller is the first one that did it.
No, Reggie Miller was
Reggie
the
used to do
originator.
it.
He was the originator.
It frustrates me so much.
Pump fake, get the guy in the air, and then jump into him. You know what? That should be an offensive foul. If anything.
But that's how are you going to call a foul on someone that gets jumped into?
Yeah. You're midair. You have no control.
That's like
body.
in a boxing match, taking points away from a guy who gets punched in the face.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, it just.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
But let's get back to the finals for a second.
Right.
If the Mavericks bench can actually show up and score some points, they can make this. I mean, not that it's not a series, but had their bench actually showed up at all in the first 3 games, they could be up 2-1. They could even be up 3-0.
It's true.
I mean, if you look at it, game 1, the Heat won by 10. And nobody showed up except for Dirk that game.
Nope.
Nobody. They won game 2.
They might as well not have come out of the locker room.
And then game 3, it was more of the same. I mean, the Heat won by what? 2 points?
Mm-hmm.
2 points in game 3?
Yep.
Again,
Bosh with the game winner.
If anyone on that bench shows up, the Mavericks can win that game. I mean, in all honesty, they could even be up 3-0 in the series.
But then, again, devil's advocate. Maybe not even devil's advocate. The Heat, when it comes down to the come down and they really need to make some plays on defense, they're making plays on defense. Wade and LeBron shut down the wing players on defense.
And it's funny, like, when I think about the Heat, when I think about Wade, Bosh, and LeBron, I just think offense. Defense doesn't cross my mind, but they're one of the best defensive teams in the NBA, if not the best.
They don't get enough credit for it. They play shutdown defense when they need to.
And they are definitely good at what they do.
Because, honestly, if they didn't have Wade and LeBron and Bosh on that team, Dirk would probably be scoring a lot more than high 20s, low 30s.
Ooh, why is she on TV?
Ugh.
Doris Burke, I hate you.
Oh, God. She looks like an old tennis shoe.
That's right on point, actually.
Thank you.
All right, well, I don't have anything else to say here.
Oh, no. We're going to yell at Cheese when he gets back next week.
We won't. It'll just be a nice conversation.
Really?
That might turn into yelling.
Good.
Okay.
I like yelling.
We'll be back with the next